Good evening, patients, caregivers, family, friends, and healthcare professionals. My name is Kate Harkin, and I am the Administrative Director of Education and Development at the Robert H. Lurie Comprehensive Cancer Center of Northwestern University. I am very, very pleased to introduce our first speaker, Candy Domke-Hochberg from the Osher Center for Integrative Medicine at Northwestern. I was really fortunate to hear Candy present at a program for our oncology nurses last year. And we were so thrilled by the really practical advice that she provided that we wanted to invite her to share here at Cancer Connections. So Candy is a board certified massage therapist, and her practice focuses on therapeutic medical massage. She attended the Wellness and Massage Training Institute and is a member of the American Massage Therapy Association. And Candy has provided massage therapy for over 20 years, and she customizes each session for what patients need on a daily basis. Her goal is to discover new ways to help patients help themselves. And Candy will take a few minutes at the end of her presentation to answer questions. So Candy, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we're eager to hear what you have to say.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm delighted to be here myself. And although this is virtual and this is usually a very interactive presentation that I give, I'm going to do the best I can to make it the way I hope that you all enjoy it. I do, currently massage is not being offered at the Osher Center. We're probably going to start it next month, but due to the virus, both myself and Chris Wilson, the other massage therapist, does not feel that it's safe at this point. However, I can tell you that we are currently offering acupuncture in the infusion centers. You probably know some of our colleagues, Tatiana Fong and Diane, actually just started giving massage as of last week. They're all thrilled to be practicing. Right now, we've taken a back seat and we're helping out with the access control board, which is where the people at the door is telling you to please sanitize your hands and please take a mask. Welcome to Northwestern. Let me start by saying that we're all having a hard time right now with the virus and everything else, and depression is a big part of what people are dealing with. I would like to be able to offer some tips and tricks, and I'm hoping to be able to share my screen right now for the PowerPoint to give you part of the presentation, and I'd like to welcome you all. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I'm not used to sharing this, so here we are sharing my screen. My presentation is called Taking Care of Ourselves Allows Us to Take Care of Others, because that's mainly what we have to do. If we aren't taking care of ourselves, we have no way of allowing other people to thrive as well. So all about self-care, yoga, taking a break, well-being, dancing, walking, and breathing. Can someone tell me, are you able to see my screen? I'm hoping you are.
But Candy, it's Kate. Do you mind putting it in the slideshow mode?
Sure.
It'll be at the bottom lower right of your screen. Yep, there you go.
Over here? Oh, okay. Like this? Sorry, I'm not very tech savvy. I should have.
It's okay. We're all going through this
okay.
All together. Don't worry about it.
Is this better?
Yes.
Okay. So an empty lantern provides no light. Self-care is the fuel that allows us all to shine brightly, which is something that I wholeheartedly believe. And one of the things that affects our self-care, and one of the ways we can take care of ourselves easiest, is the way we sleep. I've been working a lot of hours with labor pool myself and realized that I wasn't allowing myself any self-care time. So I've been making it a habit to be able to, I've been going to bed at 6 o'clock every evening, obviously not tonight, but I'm working earlier than I'm used to working. So I'm trying to get anywhere from 9 to 10 hours of sleep a day. And as you see, the way we sleep affects the way we live. So if we are the kind of person who is in number 1 in our sleeping position, what we're doing is we're actually, as you're sleeping with your arms up, you're kind of cutting the circulation off to your arms and your hands. So a lot of times that's why people wake up with numb and tingling arms. Also, number 2, which is the fetal position, that is really, you can see you have no way to relax. What I recommend people who sleep in these positions is to get a body pillow. It's usually, it's one of those $20 items you can find on Amazon, $19.99. And what you actually do is you put it between your arms and you put it between your legs, and you have more of and then you hug down so that you have more of a balanced sleep, where you're able to lay down and kind of relax as you're sleeping. Because as you can feel, even if you do it right now yourself and you tense up while you sleep, you notice that you have no relaxation. The picture of number 3, what we're doing is, that's all great. The one arm is up, the arms are down. But when you sleep on your stomach, as you can see, you're turning your head and you're allowing your neck muscles to be shortened or lengthened one way or the other. And you're not really getting a lot of blood flow to your brain. Number 4 is a good way to sleep, kind of like you're laying there on the flat of your back. That arm still being up is still a bit of an issue, but it's better than the other 2 ways. Number 5 is probably the best way to sleep. And if you're someone who has, I myself have cubital tunnel, meaning carpal tunnel of the elbows. So I have to make sure that my arms are straight when I sleep. It also helps with carpal tunnel to get blood flow to your arms while you're sleeping. And I actually put a body pillow on each side of me to kind of prop myself up. My husband calls it my fortress, so that I'm more propped up while I'm sleeping. And it allows me, especially with those people who have rounded shoulders, they have a hard time laying on their back sometimes, because as they sleep on their back, their shoulders are kind of free floating. This allows you, it does take up a lot of space in bed, so you kind of have to watch out what you're doing, but it allows you more peace and comfort. Number 6 is not a way that I would sleep at all, because of course you've got the kind of the worst of both worlds. What you're doing actually here is you are lengthening your glutes and shortening your hip flexors. So especially if you're the kind of person who sits all day, you're really making it hard on yourself, because you're also torquing your pelvis and messing with your low back at the same time. So really, the way we sleep really affects our body in a lot of ways that we don't ever think about. Next, we're going to move on to body mechanics of everyday life that can cause pain. With all of us being at home now, most of us being at home now working, we really have to watch how we handle our body mechanics at our desk. If we are working from home, we have to make sure that we have a good space for our implements. So you have a desk, a good chair, and you can't be sitting at the dining room table on a dining room chair, because the height of the chair and the table is good for eating, not good for using your laptop and everything else. And also need to make sure, if you are on your laptop, we're always constantly, as you see in this picture right here, always constantly looking down at the laptop. Always constantly, this is the dining room table. You see how we're always forward. So as we kind of go into the more at-home workspace, really need to make sure that we make it a workspace that is conducive to both work and also taking care of us for self-care maintenance. This, of course, shows when you're lifting, make sure that you lift with your legs and not with your back, so you don't hurt yourself. And really, self-care, it's all about the little things. What I say is that it's not the big injuries that get people onto my table, it's the things you do over and over, and then one day you do them wrong, and then suddenly your whole body's like, that's not the way we do it, and then it moves on to doing other things, and that's how we hurt ourselves. And most of my practice is people who get hurt doing the everyday thing, and then suddenly it's not the weekend warriors, it's the person who, talked on the phone and they hurt themselves or something like that. In my practice, as it was mentioned, I have been a massage therapist for 25 years. I really do not use any tools that, I don't use any tools when I work on people. The only tools I actually work on myself is I have this, which is called a Theracane. As you can see, I have it right here with me. You can buy it on Amazon. And what it does is it actually helps to work on your back, your shoulders, your neck, the whole thing. It's a great tool. We actually have several in our practice, and we fight over them all the time. When I have people who I have a private practice on my own, and when I started working at Northwestern, I gave my private practice up because it was too hard for me to commute downtown and do my private practice at the same time. So this was a gift, a parting gift that I gave to all my clients. Easy to use. For people who used to be able, like road warriors who would travel, I would tell them to put it in their suitcase. They can bring it with you. You can put it on the back of your office door. It's a great tool that you can use to get into like the trigger points, into the scapulas, into everything, and really kind of just work your body very easily, very cost effective. Also, the next thing I use is I do have sets of balls that I use. I use, this is a small super ball, which I will show you as soon as I get done sharing my screen. And then I also use a tennis ball. And then I have a ball also for my foot, which I did not bring with me. But as you see, a foot, this massage is, how about a little foot massage? Foot massage improves static posture control and those with chronic ankle instability. Self-administered foot massage was as effective as someone going and getting reflexology treatment on their own. And for those of you who know about reflexology, every nerve ending on the bottom of our foot corresponds to a part of our body. It's reflexology, if you guys want to Google that. And it'll also show you like the different parts of your feet, where they correspond to your body. And most of our leg muscles attach somewhere down in the bottom of our foot. So a lot of our nerves, tendons, if you give yourself a good foot massage, you're able to really work on your whole entire body in about 5 minutes. Then the next slide I have, sorry about this, guys. I really believe, and especially being near the lake and being, I love the ocean. I'm all about the water and the travel. And now that we're not doing it, we're really having a hard time. So what I've been just trying to do is even Googling some YouTube videos of like listening to sounds of the sea, listening to sounds of nature. I actually live in Bloomingdale, right outside of a park. So we do have a lot of water, also a lot of dogs, and just a lot of nature sounds. It's great. The quality of sleep, the quality and quantity of what we eat also impacts what we do, and also movement and sleep. We have to get up and move. Even if we're not feeling good or you're not being able to get up, even if you can just stand up and kind of move your legs back and forth, move your arms, do whatever you can do, healthy sleep, healthy habits, and then breathing. I will show you this. This is an emotional first aid. I'm going to show you that when I stop sharing my screen because it's easier for you to see it. And then just a mindfulness routine that I like to do is every morning when I take a shower, I just really pay attention to what is going on in the shower. I try, and that's my mindful activity of just kind of pay attention the way the water hits me as I'm taking the shower, the way my fingers feel in my hair as I'm shampooing my hair. And it brings my attention back to the activity, helps me start my day in a more mindfulness routine, kind of paying attention to what's going to go on throughout the day. I don't let my mind wander with all the things that we have that are going on in our life, all the stress we might have. We really need to give, even if it's just that 5-minute shower in the morning, just need to give yourself some time to be alone and some time to do what's good for you. Sometimes a shower is all you can muster for the day, and just to have that 3-5 half hour of mindfulness, half hour of time to yourself, it really makes a big difference. This is the top 20 meditation apps for 2020. I do use, I'm going to tell you right now, it's a little secret. I don't meditate. I have a hard time. It's hard to be at the Osher Center of Integrative Medicine and admit that you don't meditate. People look at you like, what? But I have tried a lot of these. That's why I do give myself the time of mindfulness in the shower. But if anyone would like to download, a lot of these are free. You don't have to pay for them. And there's more being started every day. But just even giving yourself, if you have a hard time quieting your mind or have a hard time with anxiety, a hard time getting, we're all busy, and just trying to take care of ourselves while taking care of others. Sometimes all we have is 3-5 minutes to ourselves. Being able to listen to something else really makes a big difference. And then I'd like to just, this is how I kind of live my life. I love my dog, makes a big part of me. Pets are a big thing that we all can benefit from. And especially now, I was just listening on the radio with the pandemic and people being shut in, how all the shelters are no longer full because people are trying to get the constant cuddly love. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now. You're going to go back to seeing me, and I'm going to show you some of those techniques that I wanted you to see. So this is the Theracane. This is kind of what it looks like in person. You're able to take it and move it along your back. What I'm doing here is I'm actually doing, I'm working on my rhomboids, which are the muscles between your scapula, which is your shoulder blade, and your spine. And especially for those of us who do a lot of mouse work, who do a lot of computer work, it really makes a big difference because a lot of us normally have a trigger point in that area. You can also, for those of us who suffer from headaches, your levator, which is the muscle that is right here, it's kind of, it goes along with the trap and also the traps. They're a big headache promoter. So just being able to do this makes a big difference. Right now with allergies and sinus and everything else, we have the issue of headaches. So I really like to give, when I wash my hair in the morning, I really give myself a good scalp massage. All of the muscles in your head connect from your glutes, which is your glutes are your butt for those who aren't aware. So from your butt all the way up to the top of your head, all these muscles connect. So just really giving yourself a good head massage really makes a huge difference. And also for those of us who kind of have clogged ears right now, clogged sinuses, or have some TMJ issues where you feel like you're constantly always tense, if you just take your hands, put them on your cheeks like this and kind of just sink in and go down. I know I look beautiful while I'm doing this on camera. This is the first time I've ever looked at myself doing this, to be honest with you. Just kind of sink in. And even if you just do it with me right now, you really feel the tension in your jaw. And if you do this like in the morning, especially if you grind or clench your teeth, if you do it in the morning, if you do it in the evening before you go to bed, and then if you happen to get up in the middle of the night, it's really going to make a difference as far as the TMJ and also softening. And especially wearing the mask, we're breathing different now. We're having issues with like how we're sucking in our own breath, and a lot of us are getting headaches for that reason. So doing the head massage, this is like kind of clearing your sinuses, and doing the jaw massage is something that I've been trying to do every day when I get in the car at the hospital on the way home. And I feel like it kind of opens up my head more, especially if I feel like I'm breathing myself all day long. The balls, which you can do, I'm going to show you this real quick because I know I'm running out of time. What you do is you actually take this ball, which is simply a super ball that you can get at Walmart. I ordered 250 of them on Amazon, and you take it and you put it in your muscles right here, especially if you're doing a lot of mouse work. You actually put your hand on the table and then kind of get in here, and you're going to notice that the more we mouse and we grip and flick the buttons, it really makes a huge difference. And it doesn't matter if you're left-handed or right-handed. I'm left-handed, but I mouse mostly with my right, so both of them are pretty tight, and it actually does hurt quite a bit when doing it. If you do one arm and then the other, you feel at the end like you notice a big difference. And then you can also do the underside. This is for people who are gripping, like if you're cooking a lot or even eating. Nowadays, people are doing a lot of writing. Everyone is typing now because of the working at home. It makes a big difference. And I'd like to thank you so much for being here with me for my first Zoom presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. And now, does anyone have any questions?
All right, Candy, it's Kate. Thank you so much. I have to tell you, and I'm going to admit this to the entire crew, after I saw your presentation last November, I actually got a body pillow, and it has completely changed my quality of sleep, and it is just so enhanced my night. I'm not sure if my partner loves that I hug the pillow instead of him, but that's okay. So thank you for all of that practical advice. Can you remind us again, the tool that you used, it's a Theracane?
Yes, it's a Theracane. So it's THERA and then CANE. You can literally get it on Amazon. A lot of times you get it on Amazon for Sometimes they're even on sale for like $19.99, $29.99. I'm telling you, I've bought a lot of, let's just say, massage tools throughout my entire career. I've spent a lot of money, bought a lot of stuff. And this is the only thing that I consistently use probably on a weekly, if not daily basis. And I've been using it for 20 years. There is a different one. Make sure you get the green one, and make sure you get the one that looks like the candy cane. If you get the one that has, it's called a back knobber, and it has like a hook on the other side, it's not very good if you have like a broad back, or if you're more if you're not petite, because it can't really get in there. This gets in there. And don't get the foldable one, because the foldable one has been known to break. This I've probably had for like 15 years, and as you can see, still solid plastic, works really well. And it's also good for people who are short like me. If you need to get something out of the cabinet that's up high, it's a very good tool for that too.
Oh, no, that's terrific. I actually specifically remember you saying to get the green one. So
Yes.
the Theracane, the green one that you can get on Amazon. I wanted to make sure that everybody knows that these sessions are being recorded, and all of the handouts are available on our website. And so if I know that we're going to be going fast tonight because we have a packed agenda, but if you're missing anything, or if you think you're missing anything, you can access the information at a later date. Is there anything else, Candy? It's so helpful to see you getting up and moving and demonstrating some of these techniques. Is there anything else that you wanted to share with us?
Just kind of be kind to yourself. I mean, no matter what we're going through, we're all going through it. We're kind of going through it collectively, but a lot of times we feel like we're going through it by ourselves. And just be kind to yourself, be kind to each other. We're all coming from different places, but we're all on the same path, especially now with everything that's going on with not only your health, our health, the way the virus, things, everything being shut down, everything open. Just have to remember to be kind to yourself. That's the main, like, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of anyone else, which is hard to remember, but it's vital. So I'd like to thank you all, and I hope that you all got some information out of this, even if it's one little gem that you take home, and like the body pillow or whatever. I hope that I made a difference for your lives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Candy. We really, really appreciate your time and your talent and your expertise.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening, everyone.